Today, Precarious plays Stardew Valley!
It's another beautiful day here in Stardew Valley. I'm gonna shuffle around some inventory stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. It's cold. All the trees are dying.
All is beautiful. You shut your mouth.
Yeah, if you like death and decay. Blah.
I think those are all the weird artifacts I have right now.
Are you gonna go to the museum?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to a museum. Not a museum.
A museum.
Yeah, just a museum, but dedicated to the history of, yeah. That's the one. So, inventory management. I promised it, and now I'm gonna deliver. You have a little button that lets you sort things in your inventory.
Yes.
Would you be upset if it just did it automatically?
Yes.
You would.
Yes.
What if it left your hotbar alone, but sorted the rest of your inventory automatically?
I think that would be a good compromise.
Rune Factory often sorts your inventory automatically. It doesn't say, would you like this to be sorted? It says, in what fashion would you like this to be automatically sorted?
Mm-hmm.
And usually the button you press just cycles through like alphabetical or just some arcane system that the game has decided. The developers have like they've grouped things by value or by tier, which normally that's sort of like the default for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how Rune Factory handles it, right? It just does it.
Yeah.
Harvest Moon, it's a very different, it's often very different with regards to inventory, because usually it has smaller, or maybe not at all, stackable items, or you can only have smaller stacks of items. Which I think, I'm torn on it, right? Because there's convenience, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if Stardew Valley didn't ask you for 99 pieces of lumber at once, then only being able to carry a stack of 9 of them, it probably wouldn't feel like an inconvenience.
Yeah, but it does, though.
I think that Stardew Valley probably, if I had to pick an area where it doesn't really succeed very much, like on its own terms, or whenever you compare it to Harvest Moon or Rune Factory, I think it really is inventory management.
Mm-hmm.
Especially later in the game, and if you want to do lots of different things.
Mm-hmm.
That wheat, I think, is ready to come down.
Yeah, I forgot my scythe inside.
So, Harvest Moon, at least Friends of Mineral Town, it divides your inventory into 2 halves. It has your tool belt, basically. It has like a section reserved for tools, and then it has a section reserved for other stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Like every other thing. Mm-hmm. And I don't think much of anything stacked in that game. This part I might be remembering incorrectly, but I'm pretty sure that like nothing Are you carrying a hand? Cool.
Yep.
I think the SDVP is gonna have some words for you.
What is the what?
The SDVP?
Oh, it's a skeletal.
No, I'm sorry, the SDVPD. That's
PD.
it. Woo, woo!
I
What the heck?
put your hands up. No, not skeleton hand on the ground.
Yeah.
Good. All right, stay where you are. We're taking you to jail for a long time.
I know I keep going in and out of my house, but I haven't messed with the kitchen, so I'm like putting like different vegetables.
Oh, wait,
I've got a fridge. Wait, I need to put it in the fridge.
Yeah, we'll come back to it whenever you start dabbling with cooking. I think you're gonna be. No, I think you're gonna be pretty disappointed by the cooking actually.
Yeah, the Rune Factory cooking was so fun that's
really?
what I thought it was great. Rune Factory 4.
I thought that you would hate it because there's no room for experimentation.
Oh yeah, but
it's just this is the recipe.
You don't accidentally discover stuff.
And it actually bothers me quite a bit, just because oh, careful! Don't talk to people with. Please put the hand away, weirdo.
No. No.
If you have a bread and I don't know, like an apple, you can't be like, I'm gonna chop this apple up and put it on this bread, and I'm gonna have an apple sandwich.
I don't know, I guess. Wait a minute. Just wandering, I just realized.
Where are you going? You're going for the museum?
Museum, yeah.
You're down to the right. Just miss the beach, and you'll get there. That's the one.
There we go, okay.
So, I actually, again, I'm torn on the idea because I normally value the gameplay that comes from really specific kinds of recipes, but I value the ability and the experience of having more general systems in place. So, I think that probably the best of both might actually be Rune Factory, where you can craft something with a really specific, you have to use pretty specific ingredients to start, but then you can sort of embellish it with other stuff. So I think that might be one of my favorite ways to craft stuff. Or Dark Cloud 2 style, where you again start with something pretty specific and then you just sort of, it mutates from one starting point. I think that would be great even if you applied it to like cooking.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work for a feature that would probably be ignored pretty often, because nobody wants to sit there and be like, I mean, if I add the apple to the cake that I made, it'll add the sweetness, but it's a little tart and the meter goes up, and who cares?
Yeah, I wish that's what Cooking Mama was like. Like, I remember being heavily disappointed by Cooking Mama. I was like, this is not as fun as I thought it would be.
I actually liked Cooking Mama quite a bit because it reminded me of Trauma
Wario.
Center more than anything.
Cooking Mama reminded me a little bit of like, seriously, like Wario games, like little mini games where you like, all right, stir the thing, now pat the stuff, now catch the hot dog. You know, that type of thing.
I don't know, I think that might just say, now that I'm thinking about it, that might just say more about how I view
Bam!
cooking than what I expect out of it. I expect to start with something near death, and then, no, that doesn't make any, I'm just saying, if I'm not pulling a giant shard of glass out of the center of my sandwich, it's not a good day for me. I don't feel like I've really done much with my day.
Okay, you say so.
Man, that thing was bigger than that guy's heart. Oh my god. You remember
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah, that was so scary.
Dr. Styles, he's going into cardiac his heart's in basically cut in half.
His heart's in... Oh.
We'll mark it down as cardiac arrest, I guess.
This tricksy little fish is...
Have you seen any of the fish with hats?
No.
One day you'll see a little like the icon will be just like that, but it has a little yellow like sun hat.
Tiger trout! I've never seen this before. I'm putting it in the fish tank. I'm so excited.
Does it go in the fish tank?
I don't know, but I'm putting it there. I got stuck because I was too excited. My camouflage doesn't work with these bushes anymore.
Oh yeah, we still have the video. Bale, put that part in.
Yeah, imagine this, but...
We don't have to imagine it.
That's right, because we have the video. Fine. Oh,
Magic.
Birds!
Bye, birds.
Birds! Birds!
Bye, birds.
Sorry. You can tell I'm in a good mood. I've been dying to play this
Inventory. Inventory management. Harvest Moon Back to Nature splits your inventory into two, and I think that this game could benefit from that very greatly. You'd have a tool belt that would probably just, if I had to assign something to it, right? I would just have the number keys, or maybe just the mouse wheel be assigned to your tool belt, and you could flick through your tools really quickly. And then I would have probably either holding down shift and then using the mouse wheel assigned to all of the other junk in your inventory, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it'd get a little messy because then you have to make a decision about, well, are seeds important enough to go on the tool belt, or because they're consumed so readily, should they just be in your regular inventory? So, I mean, it's not perfect. It'd have to be some tough decisions to be made.
Very tough. Life and death.
Hey, farming sims are serious.
They are literally
business.
all about life and death.
Yeah, you'll starve, and actually, I don't think that this game has like a much of a failure condition. I'm pretty sure even if you were to just work yourself to near exhaustion every day, and even run out of money, because it's percentage based, I don't think you can like.
Yeah, well,
Even if people wind up taking $0 from you to take you back to your house every night.
Oh, look at all the possibles. Okay.
I find that the simple, sort of straightforward, practical ones are best, especially ones that lean heavily on animal products.
Cave, carrot, sugar, and milk. Cool. All right, that's all exciting. That's an exciting new world to go to. But yeah, I'm about to like manage my bundles a little bit, so we might want to skip some of that.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll manage the bundles. I think I've said about as much about inventory as I want to, like the actual interface. So I think we can probably stop here, and then I'm gonna pick up about sort of inventory, how your inventory could be better distributed throughout the environment next time. And boy, if that doesn't just make me the coolest kid in school.
Oh, boy, yeah. Oh, yeah, boyo. Oh, boy.